Okay, this is HeroClix Borderlands here with your Origins 25 Day 3 recap. I'm sorry this has taken so long, but I've had some technical difficulties. I'm sitting here in my room recording it right now. Hey, today was incredible. This was Saturday. I also found my limits as a gamer. So my plan today was to roam around, watch some of the nationals, maybe take in a couple seminars, and try and participate in a supercharged sealed event at 5 o'clock. So my day started out early. I ended up going and purchasing some stuff for my friends at the Wizkids booth. I watched some of the nationals, talked to players, went around, looked at teams, took pictures, and I'm gonna go over some of the pictures I saw that I took, teams I saw, things I noticed. If you're wanting a recap of the meta of what all was going on, I'm saving that for day 4. So tune in tomorrow for day 4, where I'll break down some of the meta teams, my observations, what went on, what I thought it took to win the day, and just what I thought about my experience overall at Origins. Should you go or shouldn't you go? How I thought Wizkids did it, and what I think is the best way to approach Origins. And I am not an expert, but this will be my 4th time here, so speaking from some experience. So let's get started with what I promised from yesterday, which is I forget how to say his name, so let's just look at him. It is Kanjar Ro and the Gamma Gong. Oh, doesn't he look cool? Why do I want to sing the song? Bang your gong. No, it's Bang Your Head. Man, I know there's a gong song out there. Write in the comments if you know what the gong song is that I'm thinking about. Or maybe it's the Gong Show. I don't know. So let's go back. Okay, so let's look at Kanjar Ro. He's in Justice League, pirate, politician, and ruler. He's got a Gamma Gong, and I want to come back to that. He has 6 clicks for 40 points. He starts with running shot, precision strike, leadership, and energy shield deflection. For his those are the same first 2 clicks values. Only values that drop are his attack and his defense. He then transitions into 2 clicks of mind control with TK and barrier, and a special damage power, which is Treacherous Tactician. He gets perplexed. When Kanjar Ro hits with a close attack, after resolutions, you may unequip an equipment, equip to a hit character, then equip it to Kanjar Ro. Wow. That sounds pretty good. And then his last 2 clicks only has 4 movement, and he has only a 9 attack with nothing, vanilla. He's got 16 defense with toughness, and he's got, looks like 2 damage with RCE. He's got a 6 range, but he has a movement power. It's called Phasing Teleport. When Kanjar Ro uses it, roll 2d6 and replace his speed value with the result. Now, traded, he has Pulse Wave. When Kanjar Ro uses it, he instead has the following range and effect depending on how many Gong tokens he has. With 0 Gong tokens, he has range 4. After resolutions give hit characters an action token, and Kanjar Ro a Gong token. If he has 1 token, he has a range 8. After resolutions, give hit characters 2 action tokens, and Kanjar Ro a Gong token. If he has 2, then his range is 16, which is the entire map. After resolutions, give hit characters 2 action tokens, remove all Gong tokens from Kanjar Ro, and hit characters have him mobile until your next turn. Just looking at him, oh my gosh, how much fun would he be to play if you could Pulse Wave without having to have an opposing character nearby, or being able to run more than one of him, because he is not unique. He's going to be a little tricky. He does have running shot and leadership, which are 2 great traits. He's got precision strike, 6 range, but how is this Gamma Gong going to work? Is it going to work? Nobody knows. Even people I was talking to today were very interested in Kanjar Ro. I tried to play him on my 300 Modern event, but was told he's not legal yet. And everybody I saw said, I want to see how he plays. I want to know how good he is. So he's one that you might have to test out and see. He's a buyable, so he's not going to be hard to find. He's probably out on the Wizkids store. He has some abilities. Maybe his best click is number 3. And are there ways for you to get him to it? Yes, you do. You have ways, and that will give him the perplex, give him TK, which makes him very advantageous for a politician or ruler team, even a pirate team. He gives leadership that maybe a politician needs. I don't know, or a ruler. I don't think so. But that TK, his ability to perplex, and when he hits with a close attack, you can unequip an equipment, equip to a hit character, and then equip it to Kanjar Ro, could come in useful in some corner cases. So there's Kanjar Ro. See what you like about him. See if you might want to be able to use him. Now, the other thing I noticed, you would not believe when national players came in and started setting up, how many of them were actually carrying the cases. I have the cases from Craftworks Forge on Etsy. I believe his name is Adam, designs them. They're 3D printed, amazing travel cases for your HeroClix. I have a deluxe case that is a Fantastic Four one that I love. Got a lot of compliments on it. Love that you can pull out on the side, and I showed a video of it on my shorts of the case. But let's look at some of the cases I saw at the con. I don't know if he does this on a regular basis, but he designed these 2 custom cases for 2 individuals there. One's a Sailor Moon, one's a Space Ghost. They were amazing. I mean, that was so cool looking. I just can't get over the quality, and it's a wow factor, and it just makes people want to talk to you. It made me want to talk to them and ask them about their team. Is awesome. And here's some more Craftworks Forge ones. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles looked amazing. It's even better up close. And then this Batman Beyond I thought was kind of simple, but to make it even cooler is if you look on the side, there seems to be the bat type signal. You can pull, there's one on each side. You can pull them off and they stick together like magnets, and it's a batarang. That was so cool. He pulled it off and showed me. That is amazing. And then here's some lantern battery ones. The orange battery and the red battery. And you can see the red is like mine, which is a deluxe case. Love those. They're great. It's a fun thing to kind of go see, to haul around and show everybody. So I think those are the way to go, especially going to Clicks events. I think that's amazing. Let's look at another thing. Here's a team I saw. This is run by a guy named Mater. He's running a cyborg Superman team with the Beetlejuice on sideline, but he's got camo. He's got Trick Arrow on Cyborg. He's got Fulcrum Abominus. He's got Perdegaton. He's got the motorcycle. He's got looks like the longsword, traffic barrel, and he's got Wonder Woman, Death Metal Wonder Woman. This team was really unique because he had a way in which he had Diabolical Bargain. He had a way of being able to get Cyborg Superman to be able to attack somebody across the map, and it was amazing. A lot of fun. He made top 16, so that's a team to watch out for. Here's another top 16 team. A ton of multiple men. And what were they there for? To sit there and multiply and try to bring out the Jersey Devil. Yes, bringing out the Jersey Devil for free. So that's the one that you can get if you order enough HeroClix, $50, I believe, on the Wizkids store. They would send you the Jersey Devil. He was running that. So that one looked pretty good. He had a Loki on there. He has a Kingpin. So he's got some time breakers. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was an interesting team going against meta, and it still finished top 16. And this is, if some of y'all know, is a version of the team I was trying to put together, which is the Spot with the Colosseum cap. And the strategy was with Sandman. And the strategy is to bring people to the Colosseum using Spot. Had Black Panther, Scarlet Witch, looks like Lenny, and a motorcycle. Very good. I think he got like top 20. I don't know if he made top 16, but he actually had a good run and good showing and did a really good job. So that was and he's got Copycat on there. So that looks like a very interesting team. Looks a lot of fun, a little bit different way using Spot. And I'll talk about tomorrow. Spot was prevalent. Spot was one of the most prevalent teams and one of the most nasty teams. But here's an interesting one. This one played last round versus Isaac, undefeated in the last round of the tournament before the cut to top 16. So it made top 16. This is an Aquanox team. Had Captain America on it. I think a couple of Pogs. I didn't get to look at it that close. I haven't looked it up on HT units yet, and they're out there. But it's got Prodegaton, the Supergirl, Chase, Kal-El, Kal-El, I believe, and it had Reverse Flash on Main Force, and had Aquanex. So that was interesting. I didn't get to see it play, and I'm hoping to go back and rewatch some stuff to go watch it play. But that was a really cool team. Kind of stood out. Was, I believe, the only Aquanex I saw in the entire thing. The one thing I did notice, 3 Main Force Beetlejuices. There was a ton on the sideline, but 3 Main Force Beetlejuices just wrecked house, and the 3 actually made top 4. So there's something there. I said it on my podcast. I believe it was my Beetlejuice podcast. You know, I really think Beetlejuice Main Force causes so much problems, and obviously I was late in thinking that because people had already built them, tested them, and decided that that was the way they were going to go for nationals. So that is awesome. And I was really surprised. That happens a lot in HeroClix. You think you have a unique design and somebody else has come up with it too. It's just spontaneous innovation. Or, well, no, I don't think it's called that. It's like, I don't know what the word is. Not spontaneous. That's simultaneous innovation. Like where our brains put together this puzzle and solve it the same way. I mean, you could see that with all these spot teams. One guy I talked to thought he had a very unique team and take, and when he got there, there's 17 spot teams basically trying to do what he's doing. And he's like, well, here I thought it was being unique, and now I'm just part of the crowd. And that was it. I mean, you got to watch out for that. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, I played in the Supercharged Sealed. You're going to ask me how it went. I finished 4th, but I was playing in the 3rd round undefeated against the other undefeated. Ended up losing. It was a great match. Lost by 30 points. It's all on me. Made a decision to go after something that I couldn't kill. Should have went after something else that I could. Didn't realize what time it was. The other guy played amazingly, but we also went up against 2 prime abominations and a juggernaut. And what I started realizing is that it's really funny, but in Smashed and Destroyed, there's some very useful synergetic pieces that if you get together in a sealed, they actually perform better than these bigger targets. Now, nobody pulled a destroyer, which destroyer would have wrecked us all. But once that's taken off the field, some of the other pieces, like the outwit, following the belief that, you know, you need outwit, perplex, probability control, you know, run and attack, TK, leadership, all makes huge deals when we get into those sealed games. And you're starting to out-action people with the leadership, especially in a set that doesn't have much of it. The wall crawler trait. And in sealed, I'm just going to be honest, that Hawkeye that has no defense is freaking brutal. He was shooting consistently for 5 damage with General Ross beside him. 5 to 6, depending on if I could get a shield boost on him. It was ridiculous. And pumping his range up with a wild card up to an 8, he was showering down death from everywhere. So, I mean, it's those hidden gems like that. Like, whoa, what's going on there? I mean, he was shooting with a 12 attack. And, like, shooting through elevated and hindering. So, I thought that was pretty incredible from him. So, anyway, I will tell you, I went through that, and I'm going to tell you, I got hit with my worst migraine I ever had. Didn't get out of there till 8, didn't eat till 9:30. Got here, took Motrin, slept all night with a migraine, and the only thing that took it away was in the morning, this morning, which I'm recording this the day after, so sorry for that, guys. This morning I took a shower and it relieved it. So I think that's one thing I'm gonna leave you with is you got to know your limits. Stay hydrated, stay make sure you've had enough to eat. And really, when it comes to migraines, it's from stress. You have to have a way to relieve stress. HeroClix is just a game. And when you get that stressed out, like I was, because I was in first and it was fighting for a Chase retail booster, and I was like, yes, this would be great if I could get it, and smash and destroy. And it was the Coliseum Cap booster. That's awesome, the guy that won it. But, I mean, it's a lot of fun. And in the end, we're just playing a game, having fun. And you know what? It's a dice game, and I won a game because the other guy couldn't roll worth anything. And I lost a game when I couldn't roll worth anything. And that's just the way it goes, and that's okay. So I'm going to end this podcast. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm just going to send out a reminder to listen to my regular podcast on Podbean, Spotify, or iTunes. I've started that back up. I think I'm getting ready to record episode 45 tonight. And stay tuned to day 4, in which I'll break down the meta about how Origins was, some tips on Origins, on what I take away as the best things I found at Origins, and that does not just include HeroClix. And, just tips and tricks for next year. So I'd love to hear your opinions, thoughts. Please write in the comments anything you want to ask, anything that you want to hear talked about on this other episode, any questions you want to ask me that maybe I talked with several of the players about what their strategy was, how the games went. So maybe I have some insight there. I don't know. And I'll go over tomorrow the great things about what went on great here at Origin. So, hey, I'm signing off for now. I've got the NBA Finals coming up. I've got to eat. And I've got to have some fun. So, hopefully y'all were able to watch today. But stay tuned for when I put out day 4. And also sign up for my podcast and listen to weird teams I try putting together to see if I can make them competitive. All right, I'm signing off. Thank you, and good night.